Hi everyone, I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the healers, and the light bringers of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you and you're watching on my YouTube channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button below. If you're watching here on my Facebook, make sure you swing by my YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on this channel. So we're going to talk about what we have going on for the collective, what we have going on right now in this energy for all of us. That's what my weekly energy report is about. But before we dive into that, I want to just tap into or share with you a little bit about my excitement. I've been sharing with you guys this whole process of my Find Your Magic Oracle deck that I created, and I'm really excited because any day now I'm going to be able to order the sample version of my book, and within the next 2 weeks I should have that up for pre-sale. So I'm really excited for you guys to be able to get my Oracle deck. I know so many of you guys are excited. I first of all have been blown away actually by the support and the number of people who are asking to order my deck and when can I order the deck, and just the excitement around it. It's just helped to keep me on track, honestly, with making sure that I get everything done with that, and help me to just be really excited with this. I can't wait to share this deck with you guys. It's, I think, really beautiful, and I'm proud that I did it all myself. So I'm excited to share this with all of you. And I also have in process my Life Coaching with the Angels group coaching group, where we have classes, we have meditations. That is in process, but it is something that you can still sign up for. It's something you can still join. So check out the information on that. I'll post information on that below in case you would like to join us. You can go at your own pace, you can get caught up, and you can join the live classes. We are having classes that are going into 2021. So it's so much fun. I'm having so much fun just sharing all of this information with everybody who's in the class, and I would love to have you join us. So we'll set that aside for now. We'll talk about the energy. So I feel like we're right now in a place where the priority is our priorities, okay? That is this energy. The three words that I heard as I tried to tap into the energy was priorities, decisions, and empowerment, okay? So those are kind of the theme words that we're going to find ourselves navigating this week. And we're taking a look at our priorities. I think a lot this year has helped us to become more clear on what our priorities are. And I think you're going to find that this week that's going to be shaped even further. And so we are finding that we're needing to make some decisions for our life, whether it's decisions on changes we need to make, whether it's decisions in our day-to-day life. I'm being shown that we really need to pay attention to our priorities as we're making these decisions. And so when I say that, you need to think from a place of the bigger picture. You need to think from a place of, what do I really want for my life? And to do that, you really have to be able to step out of the emotion of it, because when we're making decisions from our emotions, we're making oftentimes decisions from a place of fear, right? And so often we do that, right? Where we are making that decision from our emotion, and maybe we even regret it later, or you might feel that, you know, as you're trying to make a decision that's in alignment with your priorities, you might feel that fear. You might feel that tug of that emotion, and it's kind of nagging at you. It's kind of saying, no, do this thing over here that's going to help soothe you for the moment, or going to help you to feel better in the moment. But you understand that that's not going to be the decision that's for the best for the long term. So you're going to, first of all, want to make sure that you're paying attention to keeping your emotions in check. You know, I think emotions are running high right now, and the energy is really intense. I think we can expect some really intense stuff to show up as a collective and on a personal level. And so it's intense. And when the energy is intense, a lot of times our emotions are intense. So it starts with being mindful of where you're at and what it is that you need. So being mindful of how am I doing at taking care of myself, and how am I doing at releasing some of these emotions? Because if we're stuffing these emotions, they are going to come flying out at really inconvenient times and in really inconvenient, sometimes really terrible ways, because we're not honoring and acknowledging the emotions. So we have to find outlets. We have to find ways to manage that, to navigate that. I keep talking about like finding a little routine for yourself that is just going to help you to navigate all of this. A little structure for yourself. Like I've been really focused on that, on making sure that I'm meditating every day and making sure that I'm working my workouts in every day and that I'm getting out to walk and things like that, because those are all things that I know that I need to help keep my emotions in check, to help keep myself balanced. So it's about having that. And then it's also just about being mindful, doing your best to take a pause before you act, because am I acting from a place of this is my priority, this is important to me, or am I acting from a place of I'm feeling emotional about this and that is driving this, right? You don't want the emotions to be driving your car. You want your soul to be driving your car. So you really want to think about what is most important to me in life and how do I make decisions from that place? Am I making decisions in my life from that place? Because, so our emotions are, I always think about one of my first jobs was to work as a cashier in a grocery store. And I remember the temper tantrums that the kids would throw in the line when they wanted a candy bar. And some of them were pretty epic, right? And the kids would throw these temper tantrums. And, I think what we want as people is like we want to be comfortable, right? So often I would see parents give in to that. And certainly I understand this now as a parent, but I would see parents give in to that after this child had had a major, major tantrum. And so really what the child learned was to throw a tantrum if the parent says no, when he or she wants a candy bar, right? Your emotions are the same way. They're like a little kid temper tantruming in the grocery store. And if you want to cut off that cycle, you have to tell it no. You have to say, no, you don't have control over me. I have control over you. And that's like a lot easier said than done, right? Like when we have that child screaming and tantruming, it's embarrassing and you want to give in. You want to just like settle it down and make it easier. But it doesn't make it easier for the long run. So thinking about how am I feeding that tantruming child within? How am I feeding these emotions? And how can I instead refocus and really make decisions from a place of like, what's most important to me in life? And am I taking action based on and in alignment with that? Hi, Crystal. I see you guys commenting. Sorry, I'm in the flow again, so I don't always respond. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you do say hi. Hi, Chris. If you're watching, whether it's live or on the replay, I always love to hear from you in comments. So really paying attention to that. I also do feel like there's a lot of opportunities. I keep hearing the word empowerment, right? So I feel like there's a lot of opportunities to be empowered. And I think that comes from, again, us getting our emotions in check, us understanding that we are the boss, not our emotions, and learning that. And how empowering is that when you understand that? So lots of opportunities for empowerment. You might find yourself connecting with your power. You might find yourself with opportunities to connect with your power, to connect with your confidence. Just allow this process to happen. It's all part of the process. So I think that you're going to find yourself making some progress and gaining some clarity on what your priorities really are, where you need to make adjustments to that, right? Because sometimes we've been acting out of alignment from our priorities for so long that we don't even realize it until we're consciously kind of really thinking about what those priorities are. So we're going to go over the cards that I pulled for tonight. So this first card that we have here is the Nine of Earth. And the Nine of Earth is about, when it's showing up reverse, it's about recognizing all the good that you have, okay? Really coming back to your gratitude, really recognizing every little thing and every big thing that you have that you have to be grateful for. And so this is a great week for you to, I mean, it's always a great time to do this, but for you to take some time and really to make a gratitude list. Like, what am I grateful for in my life right now as it stands without anything needing to change? That will help to shift your energy. That will help you to open to more things to come into your life to be grateful for. That also tells you a little bit about what your priorities are, right? Because if you're focusing on what you're grateful for, usually these are things that are in alignment with your priorities. So let yourself kind of do that gratitude, check in with that gratitude, and see what comes up with that. And if you're feeling really disconnected from that, again, that's like our emotion can really pull us, our ego can really pull us out of gratitude. And that temper tantruming that happens within, that can look like how it is on the outside. I can't tell you guys how many times I've been frustrated about, why hasn't this manifested for me yet? Or why hasn't this happened? And been, basically throwing a temper tantrum, and that doesn't serve me, and it's not helpful. So are we doing that? And can we instead come back to what we're grateful for and what we already have in our life? That is the key to opening the door to these things that we want to manifest next. So the next card that we have here is the Ten of Fire. Okay, this is about keeping your stress in check. Again, keeping those emotions in check, doing what you need to do to de-stress. You might choose to do less. You might choose to make sure that you have some kind of a calming self-care routine, whatever it is that you need to do, whatever you need to like clear, release, let go of in order to allow you to be back into a place of balance, rather than allowing the stress to put you in a position where it can even like create mental health issues or physical health issues. So don't let it go that far. Be mindful of where the stress is in your life and use that to make some changes and to tell you things and teach you things about yourself, and then do your best to let it go, to release it. The next card that we have here is the Five of Air. So this is about an awareness of, I've been talking about like truth coming to light, right? This is about an awareness of a truth or some truths, and suddenly you see a situation for what it really is rather than what you wanted it to be, okay? Maybe somebody's been dishonest with you. Maybe someone has absolutely violated your trust. Maybe you thought a situation was one thing and it turned out to be another, but usually there's an energy of disappointment with this. And this is about understanding that this was a lesson for you in some way, and learn what you can from it. Tease out the lessons from it, and then do your best to let the rest go. There is nothing more in this than lessons for you. So tease out the lessons, learn what you can, grow in the ways that you can, and then let it go. Because if you stay stuck in that, you are blocking yourself from moving forward. You're blocking yourself from receiving the very things that you want to receive in your life. So let it go, refocus. If you're finding yourself thinking about it a lot, again, like I said, process what it is that you need to learn from it, and then move on. The next card that we have here is the World. And this is interesting, like in the mix of all these other cards, like right in the middle of it, because some of these other cards are really suggesting that this is going to be more of a challenging week, okay? But the World card for me is such a beautiful energy, because it's the feeling that we have the world at our fingertips. It's the feeling that we have everything that we need. And I think if we can come back to this, again, this is about gratitude, right? Like, I have everything that I need. And, while we may want certain things, and we always are going to want certain things to be different, can we again come back to creating this feeling of, I really do have everything that I need. I really do have a lot of good happening in my life. I really do have made a lot of progress, coming back to this energy. I think that if we can do that, again, it's like the key to unlock the world. It's the key to unlock those things that are wanting to be manifested into our life. So embracing that, honoring that, and trying to be positive about the things that you already have in your life. The next card that we have here is the Seven of Air. The Seven of Air is about choosing to break a pattern. Okay? So this might be that you've been functioning with your emotions in the driver's seat for far too long, and you're choosing to do things differently. This might be something else, but this is about breaking away from a pattern, breaking away from a habit, breaking away from something that you have been doing that you now recognize is not in alignment with your priorities. You now recognize is not in alignment with the life that you want for yourself. And so you choose to walk away. There's a really great opportunity this week energetically to just let some things go, to walk away from patterns that just haven't served you, that you've been stuck in, that you felt stuck in. And this is a chance to move forward and to step away from that. But you have to choose it, right? You have to say, like, this is my priority and this is what I'm choosing, and I'm choosing to move forward. I'm choosing to break out of this pattern. If you can do that, I think that the energy is really going to help to support you to be successful in making these changes and whatever it is that you're needing to let go of, you're needing to change. The next card that we have is the Five of Water. And the Five of Water, again, is a little bit like feeling disappointed energy, right? Like, I'm feeling really disappointed because there was a situation that I really wanted to go one way and it didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. But we really, again, don't want to get so caught up in that. We don't want to be so focused on the past or so focused on the way that things happened, because how many times in your life have things not gone the way that you wanted them to go, only to see that it was really for the best? I mean, usually that's the way it goes down, right? But if you're so focused on things not working out the way you wanted them to, you're not even going to see the gifts and the blessings that are arriving into your life. So you have to allow yourself to recognize, yeah, that didn't work out the way that I wanted it to work out. And I might have emotions around that. I might feel sad about that. I might struggle with that, but still I choose to let that go. The card even itself says crying over spilt milk. I remember my dad used to say that, don't cry over spilt milk, right? And, you know, it's about, like, don't get caught up in stuff that, like, in the grand scheme of things really isn't that important. It might feel really important right now, but, you know, maybe even next week it doesn't feel quite so important, or maybe you don't even remember that you're worried about it next week. So don't get too caught up in it. And the last card that we have here is the Queen of Earth. Right? We are coming back down to earth. It's important time for us to reconnect with the earth, to connect with the earth. This is a great time. We've had here in upstate New York, we've had amazing weather for November. And this is a great time to get out, connect with the earth, spend time outside, that kind of stuff in order to ground yourself. Okay. Because the Queen of Earth is incredibly grounded, is incredibly focused, is incredibly, in alignment with her best life path. And so there's an opportunity for us to connect with that. There also are great opportunities in this energy for, you know, starting a business or building your business, because this can be abundance. This can be connecting with abundance, especially through connecting with abundance in the work that you're doing, or the things that you're focused on, or the things that you're putting your energy into. So I like this energy coming through. This also allows us to connect with our warmth and our creativity. And again, like that inner leader and boss within us. So this is a great time for you to be putting your energy into those things that you intend to make money on, or that you intend to create more opportunities for yourself with. So this is a fantastic time for all of that. So those are your messages for this week. If you guys want to learn more about me or about clarity, you can check me out at discoveryourawakening.com. If you didn't yet, make sure you hit that like button below. I always love to hear from you in comments, and it's always helpful to me when you guys share my videos if you feel called. So thanks so much, and I will see you soon with another video. Take care, guys.